Hello, my friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's card is this one. I think this card is just so soft, so pretty. It is a Sympathy card. There's nothing on the inside, but I wanted to show you anyway. And if you'd like to see how to make this card using the olive branch stamp set, please keep watching. So all this week, we're going to be using the olive branch stamp set. And I got this one actually when they had their big stamp sale. I love this because it has images and sentiments. This is a great stamp set for a beginner. There are no dies that coordinate with it or anything like that. We are only using our paper trimmer to cut things out. I am using an embossing folder here, but if you didn't want to use it, you don't have to. So this is a great card for a beginner. So to start our card, we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to grab my Smoky Slate ink pad. We're only using one ink color. So again, great for a beginner. I have a piece of basic white, and this measures, let me see, 3 by 2 1/4. Sorry about that. I have my notes and they're all kind of jumbled. So for this one, we're just going to be using this small olive branch here. So I'm going to grab that and we're going to go ahead and put it on a D block and open our Smoky Slate ink pad. And I'm just going to ink that up. I'm just tapping, not pushing too hard. Tap, tap, tap is what you want to do. My Smoky Slate is a little bit dry, so I'm going to make sure I get it nice and juicy before I stamp. That looks like it should be good. I'm just going to line this up with my grid paper, and I'm going to go in from like the top, almost like a banana shape, and we're just going to stamp it. I'm not going to rock the stamp. I am putting a little bit of pressure. I'm not pushing too hard though, and it's perfect. So I'm going to keep that open, and I also have another piece of basic white, and this measures, oh, I lost my place. This measures 1 by 2 3/4. So this is for our sentiment. We're going to grab the May Your Heart Begin to Heal sentiment. And let's put it on an H block. And I ink that up again. Again, just tap, tap, tap. But I want to make sure I get it good and inked. Line it up again with my grid paper. Line up the stamp. Perfect. So that is it for stamping. Now you could stamp the inside if you wanted to. You could take that again, stamp the inside of the card. I'm not going to do that. I am going to clean off my stamps before I put them away. I have my Stampin' Scrub and my Stampin' Mist. There is a wet side and a dry side, and now my stamps are clean and ready to go again. I'm going to put them back in the stamp case because I don't like to put things down. I like to put them away. So that is out of the way. Now we're going to add our layers. So I have a piece of Petal Pink and a piece of Smoky Slate that is 1/4 inch larger. So the Petal Pink is 3 1/4 by 2 1/2, and the Smoky Slate is 1 1/8 by 2 7/8. So I guess this isn't 1/4 inch bigger, it's 1/8 of an inch bigger, but you definitely could make it 1/4 inch bigger. I'm just gonna put a little bit of seal on the back of that. Line it up. And the same thing on this one. And a little bit on my grid paper there. I don't want to stick anything to it. Just line it up. And then I have a piece of the Abigail Rose Designer Series paper. This is beautiful paper, but I wanted to use that Smoky Slate side. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. And then I have a piece of Smoky Slate here that is 4 1/2 by 2. So I'm just going to put that on. And then the next thing I have to do, and this step is totally optional, but I'm going to use the Fern 3D embossing folder, and I have a piece of basic white that is 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to run this through on my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the standard size one. You just put it in. The label here means it's the front. So I'm just going to run this through my machine, and then we can put our card together. So I've run the embossing folder through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and this is what you get. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. So like I said, that step is totally optional. If you're not into bossing or have a die cut machine yet, completely fine. I just really like how it looks. So I'm going to start with my smoky slate panel here. I'm just going to run some seal across it. And we're going to stick that towards the right side of the card. Now my first card, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit crooked. This one's not as crooked. And then I'm just going to do the same thing, run some seal along the back of the petal pink piece. And I'm going to line that right up with the basic white part and then put it in the middle. And then for the sentiment, we're going to put a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals on there. Probably 3 just to boost it up. And I really love this color combination. It's just so muted and subtle for a sympathy card. This is actually our color combination of the week. And I'm just going to set that kind of in the middle, but a little towards the right. And then we're going to put some seal on the back of this. I like to run it along all 4 sides and then kind of make an X in the back just so it really, really sticks down. And then my card base is a piece of petal pink that is 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored here at 5 1/2. I'm going to take my bone folder and just burnish that edge. Set that there, and then I want to put the inside to our card. So this is another piece of basic white that is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Running the seal along all 4 sides of that. And the finishing touch is some pearl basic jewels. So I have my take your pick tool. I'm just going to trim that putty off a little bit so I can pick up the pearls. And I only have the one size of the pearls left on this one, so that is what we're using. And I'm just kind of scattering them around. One there. And there. And that is our card. So I hope you enjoyed this card today. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and give this video a thumbs up. I will be live right here on YouTube this Friday with another card using the olive branch stamp set. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.